Hello and welcome to this month's forecast for May 2023. I'm your host and channel, Christine Alexandria, the founder of Angel Chatter. So this is something interesting. I have already been given the cards for the week by week for this month. And it was Mary Magdalene all the time from the Empowered Heart deck. And as I was thinking about the cards to use for the monthly message, they did a switcheroo on me. We are only using the Angel Chatter Oracle card deck. My very first deck that I channeled way back. This is what started the Angel Chatter little circus fiefdom empowerment school. And this month, the Magdalene and the gang, as I call the angels, collectively agree this month is about change. We have been desiring, pining for a difference, Zeke agrees, in our world and how we can be part of it. The key is, my darling, is to change within yourself first. I know, kind of sucks sometimes, right? Comes back to us. We have to make the change within us if we want to see the change outwardly in our small circle and expand from there. And sometimes the smallest things can make the biggest difference. Recycling can help, as an example. Being kind to someone can help. It doesn't matter. But commit to one thing that you wish to change this month. And let's see what they wish to say. So as I'm shuffling the cards, try something new this year, this month. Think about something you would like to change in your personal world. Maybe you want to stop smoking, lose weight, take a class, become better versed in the angels with Mary Magdalene, about crystals or exercising, or maybe you want to write a book. You know, the list is endless. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel, right? Maybe you want to make more money. You want to enhance your skills. It doesn't matter. Find romance. So, because it's your life, it's what's going to help feel your soul recognized this beginning change. So think about that one thing as I'm shuffling the cards that comes to mind immediately that you would like to change, obviously, for the better in your world. And I have asked them to keep thinking about it. I have asked them to share a timeline or some things you may encounter along this path of change. So you thought about it? Come to mind? Because the cards are getting stuck, so I'm hoping you have really thought about it by now. Okay, that'll be that card. We will get to it. So the first card that comes to mind is Raphael with the message of gentle heart. Going to go off script for each of the cards' messages. And the gentle heart is loving yourself. So when you change, this is an act of self-love. Helping you honor your mission. Not mine, not anybody else watching this video or anybody else in your Facebook group or your family or friends or any of that. You are honoring you. So by being gentle with you, loving, committing to you, you are better able to make the change. So keep in mind that as you begin to shift on these changes, you can go back to, is this an expression of me loving me? If it's not, go back and rethink it just a bit. Next card is moon energies. Pay attention to how the cycles of the moon are affecting you this month. Is there a major moon event? That may not be major for all of us, but it's major for you depending on how it falls into your astrological chart. That's something I can't answer, only you can answer. But pay attention to what Ariel is saying. Watch the moon cycles. How are they supporting you? How are they supporting you to perhaps get quiet, go within? How are they supporting you to become more brazen and share how it is that you wish to change? I love this. Raziel comes in with the message of unwind. So if you want to change, and you do because you said it, some things have to be let go. In other words, you have to unwind the thinking that you've done over the years on, I must do this in order to get that. I must work hard so I can get ahead, is the answer to that. So it's unwinding the things you think you're supposed to do, should do. Remember, no shoulds in my world. Now let's go back to what you could do. What could you do to create the change in your world? So obviously, if you wish to lose weight, eating more healthfully, getting rid of the bag of Doritos and replacing it with a bag of carrots. They're still orange, they're still crunchy, but which one's going to be better for you? Play with it. It's that unwinding of, I have to do. No, you don't. You could do. It's a powerful word, that could. And if you need to, Metatron comes in and says, write. Write down, write a letter to him, because he oversees your soul star chakra, helps you stick to your path of what you could do to implement this change in your world. So write it down. And in that process, it could be some automatic writing for some of you. Some of you could just be like, you're writing a letter. It doesn't matter. Allow the words to flow. And it's really better if you handwrite it versus typing. Yeah, I can type very fast. I can type over 120 words a minute and have it be pretty accurate. But because I can type that fast, my brain doesn't always catch up to what the heart's trying to say. So when you handwrite, it does take time. So spend some time with your heart, your soul, to remember. The bottom line, spiritual souls, you're funny. Raziel yet again, spiritual souls, you are a teacher. So how are you teaching yourself and being an example to others to implement the change? And I said, you're funny because he just popped in and said, you paying attention to this too there, Missy? The last one is Zadkiel with transmute. You're unraveling, you're unwinding your thought processes and your regular practice to implement this change, right? You are writing this letter, you are going forward and being gentle with yourself and loving yourself more to stick to this change that you desire. And the card that I cut initially is Jophiel with the message of laugh. If we can't laugh at ourselves and our foibles, our human foibles, and go, okay, that was a really human thing for me to do, it's kind of like not the point. So when we can laugh along the way, guess what happens? Magic. Because, yeah, this thing called life can be serious, but if you're not having fun doing what you desire, then you're really not doing what you desire. Doing what you desire ought to be joyful. It's one of those rare shoulds. You ought to be honoring yourself, recognizing, loving yourself, also in that energy of joy. So there is big change afoot for this entire month, for all of us. Be prepared to laugh. Be prepared to be perhaps challenged if you're not letting the process happen, because you're committing to change. Now allow it to happen. And what could you replace it with? That transmutation of getting rid of something, but replacing it with something else. It's going to be a pretty powerful month for all of us. So you ready? Let's make some change. Let's be that disruptor. And until next time, mwah, sending you great love. I'm Christine Alexandria, the founder of Angel Chatter and angelchatteracademy.com. Bye for now.